BYDFi is a crypto exchange on desktop and mobile where you can spot trade, futures trade, use leverage tokens, and copy the trades of top traders. If you sign up with the link in the description, you get a free $100 when you deposit $100. There's hundreds of crypto available on their spot exchange, as well as a free test account so you can practice futures trading without getting wrecked. BYDFi. Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's get started, shall we? Let's have a look at traditional markets. The S&P futures already having a bit of a spike and a pullback as of this morning. No big deal. Like I said, on this chart, to be honest with you, on this chart, we'll just take it to SPX. There's a good chance, a fair old chance, that we make our way up to this level. I'm not sold on it, but it can definitely happen. The chart's pointing there. The only thing that would concern me is that normally when you find ourselves getting bounced off a 7 simple, it's the last portion of the rally. But look, with the Dixie, the dollar, still wanting to pull back, with probably a destination just below 101, even though we do have one drive of hidden bullish divergence on this. Yeah, stocks can continue to rally. Looking for that rotation into commodities as well, but commodities, that's basically gold, precious metals, Bitcoin as well. Certainly benefiting from this low yet stable dollar. If we move over to the euro, again, the euro is the dark horse here. Euro on the daily, still not ready for an actual breakout, but you could look at this as far as a potential messy cupping handle forming. So, and again, you know, Captain Hindsight would look back at this as we were saying, look, we're still holding here. If we broke down, we would have gone here and had a decent bounce. We didn't. We actually moved from here, and that was driven largely, I'd say, by the Fed. One drive of hidden bearish divergence as well, by the way. So let's have a look at Bitcoin and think about that, because that's all we really care about. So yesterday, completing that move towards the top of the channel and hitting that horizontal area, that 27,200. Actually hitting it basically almost perfectly, to be honest with you. So this isn't anything unexpected. We were theorizing that we'd find a bounce from here, and we said, look, it could easily come up to the top. I still favor a revisit back down. I mean, that is my preference, because that's what I would like. I would like to see that, because it would be more in line with what I'm expecting with stocks to go up and then down, dollar to go down and then up. And then gold and Bitcoin to go down and then up to new local highs, right? Gold new all-time highs. So that's what I'm looking for. Yesterday we were talking about the pump signal on the 4-hourly then. So let's have a look, see if we're overextended here, because we've got that pump signal was generated when the cheeky span broke out of the price action. So look, I'm not saying that is where the pump signal ends. Unlike a trend signal, there is no particular area where you can say, all right, this is a trade that's finished. You normally these setups would normally say, all right, fair enough, we've got a pump signal. We're going to pump to the next major area of resistance. And look, based on this horizontal 27,200 area, I mean, that is a major area of resistance. And so we've already pulled back on that. Now, there is this 26,650 area, which obviously we're above. Now looking at the 10 exponential and the 200 exponential, the 200 simple moving average, all of these, it's getting a little messy on this chart, and I appreciate that, but all of these areas are basically sitting around 26,650. So, if there was a trade to be made, a futures trade to be made in the form of bulls or bears at this moment right now, it would be either an attempt at a bounce at this level to potentially already break out early of this descending channel, and then obviously the pump signal continue on, probably to areas just above 28,000. That is absolutely a setup that's ready to go. And again, you know, if we wick down below, we'll call it 26,005. Yeah, 26,005. Yeah, probably see ourselves 26,003. You can have tight stop losses. All of these areas are realistic areas for support. So, you know, we're looking for at least a 0.5% pullback on this one today to see if we can hold on this major area. If that's lost, then I would be looking for a bounce, only another 1.5% move back down. So it's not, you know, crystal clear to say that this is where we're going to break out from. We may break out. I am expecting a breakout overall, although my preference is to revisit the bottom of the channel just based on the broader markets and how they look. You know, so we're talking euro, dollar, we're talking S&P, we're talking gold, which are all looking quite good, to be honest with you, even right this very moment in time right now. Right now, they all look good. So we don't have to, and we may not revisit the bottom of this trend line. But if we do, it's also not a big deal, and it's still another opportunity, and an opportunity that I would take advantage of in the form of spot trading. I would buy more Bitcoin down at those low levels. I don't really buy anything other than, you know, a handful of altcoins in this last dip, and they themselves were not looking good. They were just they were just things I thought, look, you know, I'm just going to get involved. I am going to start doing some bot trading, to be honest with you, soon. I'm hoping and I'm waiting and hoping basically that we do revisit the bottom of here, and I will set some altcoin to altcoin bots up on Bitsgap. That is my plan to do that, because alts, again, you know, they might see a decent bounce. Whatever they do, they should trend as one. The Bitcoin versus altcoins is still tipped in favor of Bitcoin at the moment, but if you're doing bot trading and you're doing altcoin to altcoin, so I don't know, KCS pairs, BNB pairs, Ethereum pairs, you know, stuff like that, then yeah, whatever happens should be okay. Whether you go sideways, up or down, you could probably stay within range. But I'm not looking to open any until we see lower, really, ideally lower, and then I'll set them up, you know, because I want to get in the bottom of the range. Anyway, I'm just putting it out there. Bot trading is going to look a bit more appealing for me in the next week or two, so stay tuned on that. To be honest, it reminds me a lot of how 2020 looked towards the end, if anyone was around back then. So Bitcoin was, you know, having its rally. I know that we've not rallied here, but Bitcoin, it was a Bitcoin driven market at that stage, and you know, it's significantly better to be in Bitcoin around that time, unless of course you were doing bot trading, and then you're just thinking, all right, well, there is going to be an alt season, whether it's 2, 3, 4 months away. I'll just keep accumulating, in my case, BNB or Ethereum through the use of bot trading, and I'll just sit patiently and accumulate more, let the bots give me more, because it's all going to go up eventually. And it did, and it worked out very well. So I'm thinking similar kind of environment, although it's not going to be as fantastic when it actually breaks out. It's still the same kind of game plan, same strategy, same theory would be applied to setting up bots in the next week or so. Right, that is that. Basically, let's just see. If we close above on a daily, just as we said yesterday, 27,250, then actually we are looking to see the low to mid $28,000 zones getting tagged as the next major area of resistance, and probably higher after that, and to be honest with you, because it would be a breakout of this formation, which at least is going to take us towards, you know, the lower end of the 30,000s, if not a new local high on this one. I just think it's a little early for that to happen, and this is no different to how it's been consolidating in this channel. But look, you get towards the top of the channel, you're above all major moving averages on dailies and on 4-hourlies. You do have to make some kind of bullish case, because it will break out of here eventually. I just think it's a little early, just based on traditional markets, to think it's going to do it now. But if it's going to bounce, it will bounce above 26,300. So you're seeing us lower than that. Most likely comes back down to the bottom of the range, which again is not a problem. So all eyes on the price action today. Yeah, just those magical numbers. 26,650, hopefully see a bounce there. 26,300, hopefully see a bounce there. If we fail to bounce there, I think we see at some point over the next week or two 24,400, and that's where I will buy, you know, a decent portion, maybe even another 10 to 20% of my fiat and tether will go into Bitcoin specifically, and I'll set bots up at that level. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. See you on the live stream tonight. If you want to join the Patreon, links in the description below. Otherwise, take it easy.